So a couple of people got in touch yesterday and said, could I explain a bit further how I'm using the Surface Pro in the classroom? So this is one of our small seminar groups at Edge Hill University Business School. Now, traditionally, if you were doing something with students, and I've turned out the lights, you can see this, as an academic, you can be kind of trapped at the front. So we've got the standard setup here, whiteboard projector, and then there's a whiteboard over there, okay? What's actually going on here is that this is not being projected from the front. It's being projected from the Surface Pro, which I'll show you at the minute. And the Surface Pro has got this really neat little adapter that you just plug into your console at the front. It's just a HDMI connection, and that is being projected directly from this Surface Pro. The Surface Pro has a keyboard, and you can use it like any kind of Windows desktop. I'm just going to use it as a kind of tablet, and there's a couple of benefits to this. So I can move around the class from group to group with it, and as we're talking and students make suggestions, it'll be captured on the board. So I'll just show you how that will work. So I take the pen. Oops. I take the pen, and whatever I do here is automatically projected. So I might say to the students, what do you think this dip in watch sales is about here? And the students might make suggestions, and as they make suggestions, I can capture it on the document. Could be to do with Brexit. Blast Brexit. Could be to do with Brexit. And anything that I do in a PDF, annotate in a PDF, I can save, and then I can upload that to Blackboard. Another nice thing about this, and watch this carefully, if I double-click the pen, that opens up my whiteboard. So we might be doing something about, I don't know, Omega and their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And I could move from table to table, talk to the students, and as we are talking, I could capture it. And then as I move to the next table, they won't suggest the same things. But it means that I'm not stuck at the front. The other nice thing about the Surface Pro is, and again, I can save anything I do on the whiteboard. I could pass these around to the students. The other nice thing is, all of the standard Windows apps, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, detect that you have a pen, and unlike desktop Windows, it then presents you with options for doing stuff with the pen. So I might say to the students, I'm just going to erase that. I might say to the students, what's going on with these figures here? And I might say, do you think this is a problem? Why? And really, only in a couple of days of using them. And in the same way, if I save that Excel file now, any notes that we make on it are saved. And in the same way as the other things, I've only used it for a few days now, but I'm finding it super handy. They're mainly I bought, but the business schools bought these for the accountancy staff, because obviously for them, being able to do this is great. But we anticipate staff using them for things like marketing, if students need to do storyboards. You can also draw on PowerPoint presentations in Word documents. So, for example, I'm going to be doing a session next week about academic writing, so I can directly work with students' text. And as we're discussing it, they can see me edit their text and highlight it and do things. That's just a really quick overview of what I'm making use of the Surface Pro for.